Well, hello there. This is Lee Thurburn. Once again, you're on live stream Lee, and today we're going to be talking about Adalo. We're going to be continuing our demonstration of how to build a cell phone app on Adalo, and I'm doing this live. So if you've tuned in before, you know that occasionally things mess up. I actually had that happen on Friday of last week, and it was so bad, it was so embarrassing. I just completely erased the video because I basically spent 30 minutes fiddling around, not knowing, having a problem, having a bug, and not being able to debug it on the spot. Probably partly because I wasn't able to focus enough with the knowledge that I have a live viewership. So we're going to do today what we tried to do then. I figured out what my problem was. And it brings up an interesting issue with Adalo. Now, before I jump in and explain to you what happened and how I fixed it, and we proceed, I want to start with just saying my whole purpose in doing these is to help you understand a fundamental shift that's occurred in how cell phone apps have been built. They used to have to be written in basically raw code, which means that you used an actual code set and you constructed code to create the apps. Well, nowadays, smart developers use tools like Adalo and Bubble.io, and there's a bunch of others out there. I'm not an expert in all of them. I'm really good with Adalo, but I'm learning them. And my point is that you can cut your development time to anywhere between 10 and 20% of what it used to be by using a no-code development tool. And the secret ingredient here is that you basically do workflow diagramming, you workflow process layout, and behind the scenes, the system develops the code to actually run the app. So what we're doing is using those kinds of tools, and you get the same great high quality app, but you just cut your development time by anywhere between 80% to 90%. So you get a tremendous speed up, which lowers your costs because that's what it's all about, is time. So go to apricotrocket.com if you're interested, get an account. You're going to be able to get a copy of the Apricot Rocket app, which has a lot of functionality in it. And then those are the apps that I actually customize for clients. You see the price down below on the screen, $49.95 a month. You can get a customized, branded to your company app that'll actually blow your mind in terms of what it can do for your company. So go to apricotrocket.com and get signed up. If you're interested, let me know. I'll be glad to help you get an app branded for your company. I also have some sponsors, some people that have helped me get this program up and running. One of them is a guy named Carlos Cantu. And Carlos is a risk management specialist for businesses. He's in the insurance industry. He does commercial insurance. Carlos basically has been in business so long, he's seen just about everything that can happen. And he knows how to protect your business so that in the event that something unfortunate does happen, that you're not going to lose all the work and value taking care of lawsuits and that sort of stuff. Carlos is a great guy to know. Go to livestreamlee.com and click on the Carlos Cantu button to be able to get his information, and then get in touch with Carlos and have a conversation. Carlos is a great guy to know. He's a great guy to have in your corner. And he really knows his stuff, so he can save you money and protect your business. All right, now with all that said, let's go ahead and jump in and go ahead and directly start looking at the app. So here we go. Now I'm just changing screens. So here's what we were working on before. I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to move it over a little bit into the center so that you can easily see it. And where we got stuck last time was I was trying to be able to add a shipping option to the checkout process or to the payment process on the cart page. Now, we actually call this page the order items page, but it functions as a cart page. And so because we use Stripe, and Stripe is a very abbreviated payment process, there's not really any checkout page. What is a checkout page versus a cart page? Well, a checkout page is where you provide all your customer information. Well, because we know who you are when you log into the app, we've already got your customer information. And so all we really need to do when you go to pay is collect your payment information. And so this cart page kind of takes the place of an abbreviated checkout page. So where we're at is previously we had basically created a page where the items in the cart are shown. You have a unit price, a quantity. You can increase or decrease the quantity. Then you get a total price, which the math in the background is just your quantity times your unit price. But we need to add a shipping option. So what I want to do is I want to just check everything. So I'm going to go ahead and click preview. And now here is where the problem came in. I was trying to find a quick way to be able to get to the cart page. And so I added a button from here that said view cart. Well, when you add a button that says view cart, it actually transfers information from this home screen to the cart page. And because there's no information about the order items here, because we have yet to know anything about the cart or the order items, when we transfer information, we actually sort of break the ability for the system to be able to calculate shipping options. So I'm going to see if I can go to profile by clicking on the profile link down here. And I get a profile page for somebody named TomTom. If I go ahead and click add to cart on this Porsche, you'll see that the Porsche gets added to the cart. So the Porsche is $1.3. I've got two of them, so that's 2 point something. So if I increase it, you'll see that it increases to 3.8. If I decrease it, increases it back down to 2.5, decrease it again, and it makes it 1.3. It's actually 1.27. Here's the issue right here. Here's an issue. The unit price is not set to dollars. And if I decrease from 1 down to 0, now that worked. I was just testing something. Go back to add to 1. So now we have 1.27. We need to show the 1.27 here. We need to show it here. We've previously calculated sales tax, so we have a subtotal with sales tax. What we need to do now is we need to go back in and we need to connect this red select shipping option link or these words to a page where you select the shipping option, and then we insert it into the shipping option calculation category down here below. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to double click on the word select shipping option. I'm going to actually just move it a little bit over to the left so it's centered. You saw that line that came right down the middle. So I'm going to come over here to actions because we're on the select shipping option text. Actions, I'm going to link, and I'm going to come down and see if I have a select shipping options page. And I don't. So I'm going to come back up and I'm going to add a screen for select shipping option. And I'm just going to go ahead and create the screen. And I'm going to zoom out and we're going to see the screen right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just stack it on top of the orders so that it's kind of in the same area as the orders. And so you'll notice that there's now an inbound arrow. That inbound arrow is from the select shipping option screen. So I'm going to go ahead and copy this header, this green navigation head menu. So I'm going to hit Control C and I'm going to come up. I'm going to click on select shipping options. I'm going to hit Control C. Now I'm going to change it to actually say select shipping options. Okay, so let's see here. There we go. Okay, and we're going to copy this, actually copy this, and we're going to come down and change the title bar. So we're just naming everything to make it easy to know what we've got. Select shipping option. Okay, so on this page, we're going to display an edit. We're going to an update to the item in the cart. Okay, so first I'm going to go over to the database and I'm going to look at shipping options, and we previously created shipping options. So I'm going to click on shipping options. There's 2 records, but we have variables for shipping option name, rate, and it's connected to order items, to vendor, and to a user. Okay, so if I click on the records, you're going to see we have a UPS next day and a local delivery, $29.95 for the next day and $5 for local delivery. So we're just going to click done. And what we're going to do is on this page, we're going to put a form, and we're going to make this form going to connect it to not shipping options. We're going to connect it to the order items, and we're not going to we're going to update the current order item. Okay, so what's important to note is we came from a screen here that had a list for order items, order item name. So if I hover over that and click, you'll see over on the list, this is a list of order items, all order items. Now it's only for the current order, but it is all order items. And since this link is inside of the list, it's going to transfer the current order item up here. Okay, so if I click on the panel or the page and I come down to available data, you're going to see that we have the current order item, which is great. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click back in the list and I'm going to look at fields, and we really only care about one field. We really only care about this shipping options field. So I'm going to get rid of all of the other fields by just hitting the delete key. And you'll see over here on the right-hand side, all of the other fields are gone. And I don't have any background fields that I care about, so I'm just going to leave that alone. And now I'm going to add a visible field, order items shipping. And since this is a relational table between order items and our shipping list, this is actually going to give us a drop-down list that we can choose from. So we just want to style it a little bit. So we want to say select shipping option. I'm just going to put the word A, and then in here we're just going to select shipping option, put 3 dots, and now we're done. So that's all we want to do here. When we click the update order item button, so what I'm going to do is I'll click update order item. This is actually going to update the order item with the current shipping options. And remember, we came from the order item to we came from the order item to a page where we're going to select something from within the order item that's relational to the shipping options. So we're going to take another action. We're going to link. We could just go back. I'm just going to be specific. We're going to link back to the order items page. And notice down here, send this data to order item screen, current order item. Done. Okay, so now let's come down here and oops. Now we're on our order items screen, and we've got 2 fields here. We've got a field for, I'm going to just get this to be exactly right. So we've got a field for shipping option name. So if I click in this field, what we've got is the shipping option name. So if I click here, that's current order item, shipping option name. Okay, now if I click over to the right-hand side where I have the blank field, I don't have any data yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select current order item, and then we're going to come down here to order item shipping option rate. Okay, so we're just doing a blanket rate, so it's a dollar amount for shipping, and we should now have both the option that we've selected and the rate to input there. So I'm going to go ahead and click on preview. And I'm going to go to profile. Now I'm going to go ahead and add the Porsche back into the cart. So now we have 1.3 items in the cart. UPS next day, $30. If I click on shipping options, I can choose to go to local delivery, which is $5. So if I click back, we'll come back here and you'll see it changes to $5. So I have the dollar amounts showing the way I want here. I mean, I show all the data, but I don't have the correct amount in the total yet. And I really should show a total right here so that it looks like a nice, neat stack. And when I go in, I'm going to fix the $1.30. That should be showing $1.27. So let's go back in and let's double click on this order item price link right here. And we're going to click on the little chip. And we're going to set from default to currency. So we're going to show that as currency, which will show 2 decimals. Now we're going to come down here to the total, and we're going to click on total item price, and we're going to change from default to currency here. And we're going to also come down here to shipping option rate, which we just put in, and we're going to change from default to currency. And so now if we go back and we look at everything, we should get the pennies showing. So we're going to click on profile. We're going to click back on the cart item. And now we can see, there we go, $1.27, $1.27, $1.27, 15 cents, $1.42, $5. Now we just need to put in a total amount to pay. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move this amount to pay up here, and we're just going to reposition it because we already have what we need. So I'm going to click off, and I'm going to take the amount to pay. Now, notice that the amount to pay is a combination field. So what I have actually kind of decided I like to do is I like to separate the words from the dollar amounts. So I'm going to hit Control-C, Control-V, and we've just duplicated this. So I'm going to take the top one, and I'm just going to get rid of the price by getting rid of the end. And so I'm going to do that. And on the next one, I'm going to get rid of the text at the beginning. Okay, and then get rid of the space. So now I've got basically 2 on a line, and I'm going to sort of sync these up. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this. Actually, I need to shorten this. And what I need to do is I need to right justify this text. So on the amount to pay, I'm going to come over here to formatting, use my alignment, and I'm going to right justify. And now I can synchronize this right with the text that I have there. The semicolons are nice and aligned. I'm going to give a little bit more space because I'm also going to make this bold. Now I'm going to take the sum and I'm going to come up here and I'm putting it on the same line, and it is now synchronized with all of these. But the sum I'm not going to make bold. I'm going to go ahead and pull this little sort of tail end of the field in here, make everything. I'm going to do that with this one. I'm going to do that with this one, kind of get them just in nice and neat. Okay. Now let's get this total showing correctly. So I'm going to click on sum, and sum order item total price. Okay, now why is that not syncing up correctly? Well, let's think about what we've got going on here. So it's all order items, order item total price sum. So I've got the order item total price up here, but I don't have the sales tax added in. I don't have the shipping rate added in. So what I need to do is I need to actually do more on this. I need to make this a combination value. So what I'm going to do is the sum of the order item sales total price. So however many order items I have, I'm going to have a sum for all of them, and that's what this is. So I'm going to add plus, and then I'm going to go ahead and just add my simple ones in. I'm going to current order item shipping rate, So now what I've got is I've got the subtotal sum and the shipping rate. So I'm going to add to that plus the current order item total price times the current order item. We need to get the sales tax. Order item, let's see here, shipping orders. I need to get the sales tax number. Okay, order item. Oh, wait a second. Here we go. Come down to U.S. states. There we go. To the U.S. states. I went to the, go to the U.S. states. Let's see, current order item. Where is my U.S. states? Let's go figure out where I got that from here. My sales tax, custom formula, some U.S. states. Logged in user, that's what I need. I need logged in user, U.S. state sales tax rate. Okay, so we're going to come back over here, times, there we go, times, logged in user, there we go, U.S. state sales tax rate. Okay, now if I click preview, and I go ahead and go to profile and I come back to the cart. Looky there, I've got all my numbers showing up, but I don't have the correct total. Well, here's the reason why. We didn't make this a formula. We need to actually make this a formula. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm just going to go ahead and delete everything. And I'm going to hit add magic text. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to use new formula. And now that I've got a formula chip, I can actually create a math formula. So I'm going to click here. So it's going to be a combination of exactly what I just did, only we're doing it in a formula. We're going to do order item, current order item total price. Okay, then we're going to, I need to put my cursor in front. Let's see here. How do I, yeah, this is a little bit glitchy here. Okay, so I need to get my cursor directly in front of this. Come on. Okay, let's see here. How am I going to get that done? Oh, let's try this. I don't think this is going to work. Maybe I can go down, go to the right, times, plus, nope. So let's try this. We're going to get rid of that. So let's do plus times. Okay, so times, let's go backwards. I'm actually just reconstructing this in reverse order because this is a little bit wonky. Times my sales tax. Okay, so I'm going to put my cursor right here. Okay, now I'm going to insert current order item total price. Yep, that didn't work, did it? Okay, so all right, so this is really, I'm just going to say this is one of those things that they need to get their coding working a little bit better on here. All right, so this is just a challenge is what this is. All right, so let's try this again. We're going to go with US, let's see here, we're going to logged in user, US states, sales tax rate. Come on. Trying to get my formula to work here. Now let's see here. Maybe if I zoom out, zoom in. Here, let's try this. I changed to something. Can I insert a function around? There we go. This is how I think I can do. Oh, there we go. Okay, sales tax rate times current order item total price. Okay, and let's see if I can get my cursor in. Here we go. Plus current order item total price. And then see if I can get my cursor in here again. There it is. Plus current order item shipping rate. Okay, so now I've got everything in there. Number, format, currency. Yeah, I think we've got it now. So let's go look at our total for the product. Go to profile. Let's go here. And I think we got it. Let's see here. Got $5 plus $1.42 is $6.42, and $1.27 plus $1.15 equals $1.42. Woohoo! We got everything right, and we even got everything nice and neat. Okay, well, let's try this by going up in price. So if we go up by one additional unit, we should add $1.42, so we should be at $7.84. So if we click one, they're $7.83. So if we click another one, another $1.42, $9.25. We do -1. See, everything calculates nice and neat. Okay, so we actually now have essentially everything in place. There's certainly a bunch of stuff that we can clean up, but if we want to, if we wanted to make a purchase on this now, we would go to the credit or debit card, open it up, sum order item total price. Well, that's not exactly right. We're actually going to need to create a custom formula here. So the custom formula is going to be actually, well, what we put in here is going to be the same thing. So we're going to have to go with current order item total price plus, now this one is easier to work in for some reason, magic, current order item total price times magic text, logged in user sales tax rate plus magic text, current order item shipping rate. So the formula that we've put inside of the payment amount for the credit card is exactly the same formula that we put in the amount to pay. Okay, so charge description, now we can put in whatever we want to. It's typically a good idea to have something that tells us important information. So we're going to put in logged in user. We'll put in the full name, and then we'll put a little space, maybe a comma, logged in user full name. Then we're going to put in the current order item created date. That'll be today's date. Actually, no, date and time. We're going to put in current time. And then we're going to put comma. We could put in the formula. So if we do, so we'll have the full dollar amount, a new formula. And here we're going to do exactly the same thing that we did before. Current order item total price. And looks like we're having the same issue. So we'll do a function. Okay, now we can times current order or logged in user sales tax. Here we go. We have, now we can get in behind it, plus current order item shipping rate. And then we can get in behind it here, plus current order item total price. Okay, so now what we've got in our formula is we've got the user's, I mean, this is the name of the order. It's the description, the user's full name, the current time, and the price. Now in the email field, we'll put in the logged in user email. The submit button will create an order and will link to their profile page where they'll be able to see the order. If we wanted to do another action, we could. Now, we're going to have to come back to this marketplace thing in the future, because what we need to do is we need to actually do some connections to the vendor. We have run out of time. It's been exactly 30 minutes since we started, but we've made a lot of progress today. We've hooked in our shipping rate table, and we've got it to calculate correctly. So I'm going to feel like this is a good spot to stop, and we're just going to go ahead and kick back over here. And I am going to thank you for watching. Tomorrow, we're going to talk more about the next stage, and I don't know, I'm going to have to think a little bit about exactly what we want to do, but what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to hook up the Stripe payment account to Stripe using their connected tool, which allows you to make payments directly to third-party vendors. So we'll see if we can't get that done tomorrow. We'll also start working on cleaning up, because we need to have order histories and things like that, both for the vendor. We need to have all kinds of things. So we still have several days of work on this. Made a lot of progress today. I'll see you tomorrow at 3 o'clock, and we'll continue the process. Thank you